XLM, we start with daily chart. We want to see what's the next and how we can, whether we can look for any trade setup or not. Anyway, if we refer to our analysis, we have been looking for this flat. That's why we mentioned if we get any reversal, we can look for buy. And if we refer to our analysis in my last video, I mentioned we discussed about this corrective move. And right now, what since the price broke the previous top, we're looking for continuation. The only thing is how we can look at the trade. We need to see the continuation as a short move to see the confirmation with the breakout of this correction. Whether we call it the running flat or not, but later based on lower time frame we discuss. The only thing is we need to see the continue. I mean, breakout of confirmation and breakout of this correction because we're looking for this one as a start of the up move. Okay, but after that we want to see whether the price can break 0.35 or not, because if there is no breakout of the 0.35, mostly we can expect this one turn to a more complex correction. Anyway, still we're looking for continuation. That's why if we get any trade setup for buy, we will take it. And if we refer to our analysis, we have been looking for the breakout over 0.294. At the first, as we can see, the first time the price tagged, but there was no breakout. And the second times the price broke. All right. Anyway, we consider as a breakout of the previous top, which is 0.29 cent. The only thing is how we can look at this correction, because as I mentioned, we need to see the confirmation for the breakout of this correction, because if there is a continuation as a corrective move, this is not what we're looking for, because mostly it can follow with the DP correction for continuation. Because if we put this top in relative to the previous one, if we refer to the indicators, we see we have a divergence, and as well here even we see the divergence here. Okay, and now want to see how we can look at this, whether we can look at this one as a flat or not. In this case, if you want to consider this one as a flat, this is the first wave, which is including internal three waves as a first correction and the last. If we look at the chart in this way, the next level we're looking for is 33 cent following by 0.365, somewhere around 36 or 37 cent. That's why we need to see the breakout of this one. Okay, and now the question is how we can look at the trade, whether if we consider this one as only flat, any flag from here we will take it. And with the breakout of the previous stop, we start to manage it, at least more stop loss to break even. This is what most of the chart, they have a similar movement, but what I prefer to get one more drop, because I want to put this correction in relative to this. I'm not really interested to, I mean, the way we put this two in relative to each other, because of this correction, this is not really, I mean, I'm not really interested to look at the chart in this way. That's why I mentioned we need to see the confirmation for the breakout of this correction. That's why if I get one more drop, that's mean if this one turned to deeper correction, any trade for buy from there, I will take it. It can give me better confirmation for continuation rather than buying from here. It doesn't mean we cannot buy from here. If we get a flag from here, also we can take the trade. And with the breakout of the previous stop, we start to manage. But the best thing is at least this one give us one more drop. That means we get a more deeper correction in relative to this move for continuation. Okay. Anyway, we don't see really good trade setup. If we wants to buy from here, we have to wait. At least we get the flag before we take the trade. And if we move to 1 hour chart, even based on 1 hour chart, we don't see any trade setup. Right now, we cannot either look for buy or sell. If anyone wants to buy from here, at least they wait for the flag or correction. Then from there, they can put their entry above the stop, and with the breakout of the 0.315, they move their stop loss to break even. But what we wants to see, I mean, what we wants to see the continuation as a sharp move. And as I mentioned, the best thing is if this one turns to a deeper correction, it can give us better confirmation to look for the trade, and even we can consider as a long-term trade. Anyway, if we get any trade or any continuation, we are looking for the breakout of 0.33 cent at the first stage, following by 0.365. Anyway, we just follow the chart. If I see any update or any trade setup, I will share. Thanks.